Welcome everybody to Manifestation Nation. My name is David, and this is where we come to work on our triggers, work on pulling out our demons, doing that inner work so that we can help ourselves become our highest and best selves. And it is a journey, it is a war on mental health, and we are in this together. Give that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with anybody that you feel this will help. Because that war is on, and we're soldiers, and we're going to win this fucking war together. Today, I'm doing things a little bit different, okay? I've come out into nature, because how many times do we say to ourselves, when we're in bad ways in particular, we hide in our little castles. We all sit there protected by the four walls that we were always protected by. But getting out into nature is good for the soul, it's good for the spirit, it sets your soul on fire. We are out here, the vitamin D is hitting me, the oxygen is in my lungs. We are surrounded by trees, we're surrounded by water. Okay, so a little bit different today, a little bit of a different feel for this video, hopefully. And today what we're going to be talking about is our identities. Our identity is what we tell ourselves we are. So who are you? And we're going to go through a couple of exercises today. So you've got some work to do. So I want you to make sure you've got a pen and paper at hand. Because what we're going to do today is we are going to strip down those things that we tell ourselves we are. Our ego is there to protect us. It is there to keep us safe. However, it also holds us back. Our ego, our identity, is often ignoring our highest and best self and what that is trying to teach us and tell us. So, without further ado, get that pen and paper, get it at hand. And we're going to start with the negatives, because let's be honest, we all say negative stuff about ourselves all the time. That's not me. I can't do that. I've never been that way. I wish I was more like that person. I wish I was more confident. I wish I was able. I wish I was worthy. And all these other things that we tell ourselves that we're not. And a lot of the time it's to keep people at distance, it's to keep people at bay. So by sitting down and writing down these things, especially those negative things about ourselves, then we can sit down and challenge them, and we can ask ourselves, how has this served me? How has this served you to have this thought about yourself? How has this ideal that you have in your head about yourself, how has it served you? How has it protected you? But on the flip side of that, what have you lost out on by thinking like that? Could it have been an end of a relationship? Could it have been not going for your dream job or making the move that you need to make? So spend the time, take the time, pause this video, do whatever you need to do to write down as many things that you say about yourself. After you've done the negatives, I want you to do the positives. And again, take the time to make sure that you're writing every bit of evidence that you have of why you are feeling like that and thinking about that, about yourself. Now, we can change our ego stories. We can change our patterns. We can change what we say we are capable of, what we are not capable of. We can change our identity. So, I want you to now sit down with the same pen and paper and write down all the things, and it could be qualities of other people that are in your lives that you admire or that you are even jealous of, that they're confident, they're more affectionate, they're more passionate, they're more outgoing, they're more ambitious, they're more fitter, the more healthier, the more dedicated to diet and exercise, whatever it will be. That's their identity. And if that is that part of your identity that you want to achieve and you want to make part of yourself, then write that down, whatever it will be. Are you often a fearful person? Are you often somebody that refuses to do things or go places out of fear? When really you want that confidence to go and do that. You want to be fearless. You want to be more spontaneous. Write it down, because I can tell you now that you can do that. Today we're filming in the park, as I mentioned earlier, because I wanted to challenge myself. We've got people walking dogs. We've got people out with their kids. We've got people looking at me like I'm a madman, talking to my phone, talking to you all and trying to help you all. I wouldn't have done this months ago. But this is where my identity's changed. The things I tell myself about myself are changing daily. What I am capable of. What I am worthy of. So by doing something like this, I want to show you all that the ability is within all of us to break through our own walls, to come out of our comfort zones, to break our own glass ceilings, to realise that our beliefs about ourselves, and to do things that are completely out of our comfort zone, which would be scary at first, but it's doable. And the rewards are limitless. And the reason why is because we are limitless. So I'm out amongst all these squirrels and birds and ducks and dogs and children and people. And I'm surrounded by trees. I'm surrounded by water, fresh air, sunshine, and all those things that make me feel good. And I'm sharing that with you guys now. So there's your exercise for today. Let's talk about our identity. Let's talk about who are you. Let's talk about it all, from the negatives to the positives, to what holds us back, to what we've lost out on, to what we could become more like if we were to make that conscious effort and raise our consciousness and raise our vibration and get into the state where those things are no longer a wish. We are no longer asking that imaginary genie to make us a particular way, because that genie is already inside of us, and we can be and do and have whatever we want. Remember, what we focus on, we bring about. And so long as we are taking the correct action, we can make that a reality. So, there's your exercise for today. Again, subscribe, like, hit that notification button, and share this with anybody that you feel will get something from this, to help their state, to help them become more, to help them fight whatever battles they are fighting internally. Manifestation Nation, the war on mental health. We are on this. We are in it together. We are soldiers. I'll see you next time.